Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Godrea. So I think she is good, okay? So let's talk about her stats first. So as a gunner, let's compare her to nameless gunner Jake and Regina. But maybe this comparison are not that good because those two are finishers while Godrea is a chainer. Okay, but let's take a look on her stats. For her attack stats, I must say it is pretty good, 180%, but it is still below Regina attack boost. But like see, this Regina is super fragile. 20% health boost and nothing on defense and spirit. But for Godrea, she gets 80% defense and spirit, and whoa, that's pretty good because she is more like a constant damage dealer than burst damage dealer. So having this good survivability really suits her well. Okay, so I think her stats is great, and she also has 100% fairy and undead killer. Whoa, very good. Okay, so her damage gonna be insane against those enemies. She is almost like Kartin, but Kartin has extra on human. Okay, and the rest, I don't think there are any good passives on her. Her counter, I think it is useless. Okay, and yes, she has 30% MP decrease, but I don't think that's good. Okay, because she is a quad caster, but maybe not important if you have MP battery on your party. The most important passive you can get is auto cast active atomic energy. I will explain about this later, but make sure you equip her trust mastery word so you can get this trust ability. Okay, so enough about stats. Now let's talk about her abilities. She able to chain with 6 different chaining family. The most powerful chaining family is Divine Ruination. Maybe it is not powerful if you see the base damage because it only deals 6 times damage, while other chaining families deal 7.5 times. But because of 50% ignore defense, it will become the best after you have maxed her damage modifier. She also able to imbue herself and other character with ice, water, and dark. Not only that, she has 75% on demon in peril on demand. And if you use her limit burst, you can imperil 120% on all those 3 elements. Nice. Okay, and another special thing she able to do is to become a healer for your party. Okay, for a buffer, I don't think that's a good idea because her buff is kinda half complete. Okay, and for potion, it is pretty good because basically your items effectiveness, if you don't give her any item effectiveness boost, will multiply your item healing by 5 times. Okay, for example, if potion heal yourself for 200 health point, she will heal you by 1000. But if you use her AoE potion, it seems that her potion effect will be divided by the amount of your party, but not for the ether. Because let's say if you use turbo ether, if you recover 350 MP, if you use it AoE turbo ether, then you still recover 350 MP for all characters, unlike potion. Okay, and other important thing about her I want to talk is the damage modifier buff. Okay, so not all damage modifier can be stacked from her, because if you can do that, she will become totally insane. But yeah, she's still very good. But yeah, you need to pay attention which damage modifier can be stacked. There is an easy way. Okay, the first stack family is radioactive and ultraviolet. You can get +2 damage modifier after using GE98. Okay, remember that. So if you use radioactive on ultraviolet, you still only get plus 2 times, okay? You won't get plus 4 times. Remember that. And the second family, nitrogen, ionic, and excimer, another plus 2. And you can also get plus 3 from her cooldown. Only 1, okay? She has 3 cooldown imbue. Okay, so you won't get plus 9. You can only get plus 3 times even if you cast all 3 of them. The good thing about this damage modifier is they are permanent until she dies. Okay, and next, the important thing is from active atomic energy. You can get plus 2 permanently after 5 turns. Okay, so this is why I said her Trust Mastery Word is really important on her, because if you don't have it equipped, you need to cast it manually. By having her Trust Master, it will be cast on the first turn of the battle automatically, okay? So the total damage modifier you can get is plus 9 times. Okay, I'm not sure about the temporary buff from active atomic energy, but because, let's say it is stockable, but because you need to time it to get 2.5 damage modifier, it's kinda complicated, so let's just ignore that. And if you follow Furcula FFBE damage Excel, then it seems that on his calculation, he only gives plus 7 times, but from my calculation, it is plus 9 times. I will explain about it on another video, but I don't claim I am right. Okay, that's why I'm gonna prove it on the next video. Okay, so for damage rotation, I mean abilities rotation, atomic energy is not needed to be cast manually if you have her Trust Mastery Word. So that's 0 turn. And on the first turn, basically you need to have 2 turns to reach maximum damage modifier boost. Okay, the first turn you use your imbue cooldown ability and your normal in quote in peril. That way you get plus 5. And on the second turn you use GE98 and radioactive or ultraviolet to get plus 2 times damage modifier. You also unlock quad cast on the second turn. So on the third turn, you can start using your quad cast with one of your chaining ability. Okay, like I said, it is the strongest is Divine Ruination, but like you know, Divine Ruination is old relic move. So maybe if you use other characters than Godrea, then you want to use other moves, okay? But if you have Godrea friend or second Godrea, the moves you want to use is the Divine Ruination, okay? And on the fourth turn, you want to use her LB to get 120% in peril. Very nice. And finally, on the fifth turn, if you use her Trust Mastery Word passive, you will get another plus 2 times from atomic energy. So your damage gonna be 96 times on the 5th turn. Okay, maybe that's not, yeah, maybe that doesn't sound amazing, but think about this. Cartin can deal 99 times damage, but he needs to wait for another 10 turns. Same for Barch. After his Brave Blade use, you need to wait certain turn until you can use his Brave Blade again. But for Godrea, after you reach this 96 times, she can keep spamming that 96 times damage every turn. Actually, not every turn. You have 4 turns to deal 96 times damage every turn. Whoa, that's pretty amazing. And remember, she also get 120% elemental in peril. So from my calculation, she deals 211 times damage. Wow, pretty amazing. And remember, because she is a physical attacker, she gets benefit from weapon damage modifier. So, well, I can only say she is quite good and not as bad as many players talk about him. Okay, so if you get Godrea instead of Cartin, I don't need you to be salty. Okay, I don't say this to make myself happy, but after taking a look on her kits, I might say quite good. And her LB is a must to level up in my opinion, because yes, it increases your imperial effect. So really you want to max this, use your burst pot unlike Cartin. So this is the LB you want to max ASAP. Okay, so enough about abilities, now let's talk about equipment. So I don't talk about party example because I think she's not slot flexible character. Okay, she's basically only an attacker. So yeah, let's just search for chaining partner for her. Okay, and for her equipment, basically it is pretty simple. You only need to focus on her attack stats and make sure you equip two-handed gun because she is a true double hand character. And her Trust Master reward gives her another 50% true double hand, but because she already has 225%, you only need 25% more. So maybe you say you don't need to equip 2 Photon Core, but I think let's just equip that because Photon Core is not a bad accessory. Okay, it gives you 40 attack, which is good for true double hand or true dual blade characters, and yes, you also get Fairy and Undead Killer. Okay, which will make her stronger against those enemies. For abilities, it is easy, simply focus on attack, but you may have problem on finding, not problem, okay, there are not many gun specific attack boosting passive. Okay, so you may have problem if you don't have 5-star characters like, let's say, Dressy Eileen, because you need Elegant Gunner, and let's say Past Regret from Vincent, but that's not restricted to weapon. Okay, so in about equipment, my conclusion for Godrea, like I said, she is pretty good characters. She has 6 chaining moves. She able to deal high constant damage after 5 turns, maybe the best on this game, okay, in terms of constant damage. And the problem with her is her STMR is bad. Okay, it is one of the worst STMR on this game, but that's just my opinion. Okay, it is almost unusable. Actually, it has nice attack, but the side effect, that's what I mean by bad. Okay, really bad side effect. And she is not that friendly. Yes, I said she able to deal constant damage, but like Bartz, if she dies, then you need to repeat the ability sequence again, and good luck with that. Okay, but 2 or 3 turns without doing nothing, only simply increase her damage modifier, that's kinda annoying. And her strongest point is also her weak point. What I mean by that, she's probably the strongest Divine Ruination chainer at this point, but yeah, it is Divine Ruination, it's already ruined. Okay, and for physical attackers that able to quad cast, I don't think, yeah, not I don't think, yeah, maybe I don't think there are any other physical characters who are able to do quad cast. Okay, so basically her quad cast only useful if you pair her with magic attacker, because magic attacker usually can cast quad chaos wave, which she able to do. For if you pair her with another physical attackers, maybe the best option is to use 3 chaining moves. And maybe, okay, I haven't tried this, but maybe you can finish using her finishing attack. Okay, it deals 22 times damage, so it is not bad, but I'm not sure whether you can finish the chain using it. Okay, if you can, then amazing, but really I think you need to search for a friend Godrea if you have her. Okay, she's not bad really. I don't think, yeah, I hope you, after watching this video, don't underestimate her again. She is good. Let's say, which are better? Which is better, Cartin or Godrea? I cannot say that because after taking a look and reviewing these two, I mean, Cartin is more like burst damage dealer. yeah, better burst damage dealer. But if you ask me which is better constant damage dealer, I can say that Godrea is better, because that 96 times you can spam that every turns. And yeah, I know you need to unlock it using GE98. But that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Prep XVS guide. Bye bye, guys.